Hey, what's up? It's Rashad. Chapter 3, Book of Boba Fett, The Streets of Tatooine. I want to get right into this. Of course, we already done chapters 1 and 2. We did The Mandalorian. We do Star Wars stuff, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. This episode is essentially Boba Fett trying to form his crime family. The only flashback we really have in this episode is of him losing the only family he had with his dad, Jango, and then him losing his surrogate family in the Tusken Raiders. There's a scene where he goes into town and talks to the Pikes, and then he goes back home, and they all gone. You know what I'm saying? The same biker gang from the first episode essentially kills the entire Tusken Raider little clan that he formed a bond with. So, beginning of the episode, they have somebody come through paying tribute. He's like, yo, people are stealing my water. Of course, it's Tatooine, moisture farmers, and water is a very high commodity. So he goes into the streets of Tatooine. There's this little bunch of little gangs and punks. They have all of these droid upgrades to their bodies, very cyborg-esque. And Boba ends up hiring them because he really ain't got no people. It's just him, two Gamorreans, and Fennec Shan. That's not gonna cut it, as we can see. So he hires them. The dude was price gouging anyway, takes him back. So he's in the back of the tank, having his little dream. He gets awakened by who? Sanson, the Wookiee, and is beating the brakes off of Boba. Boba's in his drawers trying to hold his own. The biker gang comes through to help. They end up going downstairs to where the trap door is for the Rancor used to be. Boom, get him in there. And now the issue really is, how is Boba Fett going to respond to all of this? So he didn't have to respond to it. The twins come back, and they're like, look, we're about to leave, man. We sorry. This land has already been claimed by the mayor to the Pikes, so this is bad for business for us. But we do leave you a gift. It was a Rancor. So it was a Rancor, and we got a guest appearance by longtime collaborator Robert Rodriguez, Danny Trejo. So he's going to be here a few episodes. There's this very tense scene with Boba, Danny's character name, which I don't know, top of my head, and the Rancor. And basically, it looks like the Rancor is eventually going to try to eat Boba. But right now, it's pretty calm and sedated. And we never really... A little bit on the Bad Batch, we touched on a little bit the relationship between Rancor and owner, because we had I think it was Moshi was the name of the Rancor, and it's just weird how that whole tension was, because Rancor is a pretty powerful beast in the Star Wars universe. Boba ends up trying to meet with the mayor. There's this very, to be honest, kind of slow chase in the city with the mayor's basically his assistant. And the mayor has teamed up with the Pikes. So the entire time, it looks like the Pikes were really behind everything when it comes to Boba. Not necessarily the Hutts, even though the Hutts did send Biker Sanson. The overall narrative is that the Pikes are in control of Tatooine, as they were with the train for last episode, and them sending the spice to and fro off of Tatooine. Now we're gonna have an issue with the Pikes. They got more Pikes coming to the planet, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Boba rallies the people in order to solidify himself as a different type of crime boss. Very short episode. It was a little on the, I don't know. It was kind of lacking to me in regards to real action. But I am glad that they furthered the actual real-time story, and we can see what happens on the next episode. I noticed people talking about how they feel like Boba is kind of like, your man is kind of weak. But to me, he's not really weak. He's just, it's kind of green. Like, he just doesn't know really what to do in regards to some of these things. Of course, he's had experience, but the experience that we thought he would have having like a family, like that was killed basically. And also the experience as a leader is kind of that remains to be seen, and that's the real issue, because he wants to do things differently. You know, he can go through wreck shop and just start killing folks, but he doesn't really want to rule and live like that and have people be in fear of him. They want people to respect him. And, you know, that's kind of another theme too. Do you want to be feared or do you want to be respected? You know, and or really, do you want to be loved or do you want to be feared? So we'll see how Boba ends up becoming the leader that he wants to be, or will he revert to being a savage? That's all I got for today. Make sure, again, subscribe to the channel. More stuff coming. Pod coming back real soon. That's all I got.